doesn't become an aberration in our lives. It happens at the right time, isn't it?
Can I contact my dead father?
I'm sorry?
Can I know where my dead father is right?
Can you?
Contact my father who was died 5 years ago.
Now, I know this is coming from a certain emotion. I don't want to ridicule that, but I want you to understand. Your business with your father is only when he's embodied. What you have known as your father is just a certain body and a certain mind. You have not known anything else of your father, isn't it? Yes or no? Whatever you have known as your father is just a certain form of physical body and maybe certain aspects of his mind and emotion. Do you know anything else of your father? Because you do not know anything else of yourself. There's no question of knowing anything else of your father, isn't it? You may say, no, my father was a good soul. You don't know all these things, whether he's good soul or bad soul, whether he had one or not, you do not know. Maybe your father was a good-hearted man, maybe a gentleman, maybe a loving person, yes? Maybe very cruel to somebody else but nice to you, yes or no? Yes? Maybe very wicked out in the world but good to you. This is how you known your father. Which way we do not know. Maybe very wonderful the world and not so good to you, or the other way around, whatever. You known his little bit of thoughts, his emotions and his body to some extent. So once, when your father left, definitely he left his body here and went, isn't it? Once he left his body, you have no business with him. It doesn't matter how much emotion you have. Your business with him is over. I want you to understand this. Your business with them is only when they're alive. But when they're alive, you're not on talking terms with your father. When he dies, you want to contact him, don't do this to yourself. When they're around you, give yourself totally. Do everything that you could do. After they're gone, what are you going to do? Anyway they will go, today or tomorrow. Your father went 5 years ago, my father may go 5 years later, but they will go, isn't it? So when they are there, show all the involvement that you can. When they are there, you can't talk to them, you're angry with them, you can't look at them, you have no time for them. After they're gone, you want to go to heaven and talk to them. There's no email facility there. So, do not bother about the dead. Leave the dead to the dead. Your business is with the living. When your business is just with the living, make it a total business, you know. Show involvement with life around you. When you're here, you're uninvolved. If I ask you to right now say hello to the man next to you, you hesitate. But you want to contact the dead, why? Show more involvement with life around you, then it's okay. The unborn and the dead are not your business now.
We have about 140 doctors working in our hospital, Swamiji. Except myself, nobody wants to become spiritual. I don't know what exactly spirituality. If what you are talking is spirituality, I would like to be like that. But many people don't believe. I said, we are working from morning to night and we are happy and patients are happy, we make some money. Is spirituality essential for life or?
Now, is spirituality essential? Right now, you are who you are only because of your spirit, isn't it? Isn't it so? Just with heart, liver, kidney, would you be who you are? Just with body, would you be who you are? Just with this mass of flesh and bone, would you be who you are? The spirit in you is what makes you who you are, isn't it? So, is somebody spiritual, not spiritual? Everybody is spiritual, because everybody has a spirit. The question is just this: somebody has attended to his body well. Whoever kept his body well goes through the physical world well, isn't it? The man who is physically fit, now he wants to run and catch that bus, he runs and catches the bus. Those people like your patients, the way they kept their body, now they'll only fall under the bus, isn't it? They cannot, do anything worthwhile physically, isn't it? Isn't it so? So if your physical body is well, you go through the physical world well. If your mental capabilities are good, you go through the psychological phases of your life good, isn't it? If you have a weak, shaky mind, then psychologically you suffer. If your emotions are strong and balanced, you experience emotional phase of your life wonderfully, isn't it? You can throw yourself into every emotion and still be perfectly balanced, enjoying all of it. Similarly, if you have exercised your spirit and kept it well, you go through another dimension of your life well, without which you are nothing. Now, like you said, we are working, we are happy, our patients are happy. No, your patients are never happy. When they come, they are unhappy because they are not well. When they go, they are unhappy because they have to pay the bill. So patients are never happy. Only thing is, they may be little happy because they thought they will be dead, but they survived. That is only momentary, isn't it? Today, I think I'm going to die. Suppose, even if it cost me that much money, I survived. I have a little bit of happiness today. But tomorrow morning, everything is same once again, isn't it? Like before going to the hospital, what all problems I had, they have multiplied during my stay in the hospital. Isn't it so? My business, my family, my other things, whatever problems I had, that 1 month stay in hospital and out, I am little poorer, but all my problems have multiplied in 1 month's absence, isn't it so? So I'm not happy, again struggle. Coming to the doctor, doctors are happy? I don't think so. I'm not saying all doctors are unhappy, that's not the point. I'm not talking about doctor as a doctor. As a human being, his ability to be happy, not concerned with his profession. It's just a human capability. Maybe some human beings who happen to be doctors are happy, some human beings who happen to be doctors are unhappy, isn't it? So being a doctor is not bringing happiness or unhappiness. If you are a certain kind of human being, you are happy. If you are not, you are not. Either you're making yourself happy or unhappy, it depends on so many factors. Happiness may be just this, that you are little better off than other people around you. As we already looked at this, that's not happiness, that's just a kind of sickness, isn't it? We are little better off than people around us. If that's your joy, is it not sickness? Yes? So that means if everybody is well, you will not be happy. Isn't it so? That's what it amounts to, isn't it? It's an unfortunate way of being happy. It is a kind of sickness. Now, do we need spirituality? Everybody needs it, there's no question about it. Some are aware of it, some are not aware of it. But everybody is seeking to be joyful by his own nature, isn't it? Right now, you have mortgaged your happiness to something outside of you. Wouldn't you like to be happy by yourself? Doctor or patient, criminal or police, this or that, everybody would like to be happy, blissful by themselves. So they are all longing to be spiritual then. They're all longing to be spiritual. Now what is the… people keep asking me, Sadhguru, can you tell us what is the difference between a spiritual person and a materialistic person? Actually, there are no such two people. Your body, mind and spirit is one, isn't it? Can anybody separate it? Only if I have you shot, it can be separated, isn't it? Yes. Or if you grow in your awareness, it can be separated, that's different. Now, is somebody 100% materialistic? Is somebody 100% spiritual? There is no such thing. However spiritual you are, you still have to carry the body with you, isn't it? In your experience, you may be free from it, but in reality, you have to carry it with you. You have to feed it, you have to wash it, you have to clothe it. All these things are there, isn't it? Isn't it so? So you are still materialistic. Can you give up your spirit and just live with your body? No. So you are still spiritual. The difference is just this. Materialistic people beg for everything in their life. Their happiness, they'll beg from somebody. Their love, they'll beg from somebody. Their peace, they'll beg from somebody. For everything that they need, most essential things in their life, they have to beg somebody, isn't it so? Only their food they earn, everything else they beg. A spiritual person, his love, his peace, his joy, everything he earns by himself, only his food he begs. If he wants to earn his food, that's no big deal, he will earn it. But right now he thinks it's not so important and he begs it. That's the difference. The only thing that people are earning is their food and clothing, isn't it? What else are they earning? See, just the simple process of life. After all, what is most of the humanity doing? Just eating, sleeping, reproducing, dying. This is all they're doing, isn't it? You may be believing I'm doing many things. If moment of death comes to you and you turn back and see, just see what you have done with your life. All you have done is simple, plain survival. In a complex mess, but simple, plain survival, isn't it? Just to survive and exist. See what's happening to human beings. Most people, as they age, they are becoming wounded. So much pain they have become, isn't it?